Hey guys, it's me. I was going to film like me getting ready for a weekend vlog, and then I realized it was taking forever. So I was like, I'll make this a separate video. So this is my finished face. Woo! This is just my everyday face. I'm not like a makeup artist, but people ask me about this sometimes. So I will roll back to the start of this video, or when I started recording, and I will show you how I got to this. See you guys later. Bye though. So the first thing I use is Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline. I feel like everyone uses this, and like for a good reason. And I use the brightening one that's almost like pink. I try not to tug too much, since I don't want to get wrinkles. And then depending on how much coverage I want, I'll either use this one from Maybelline, which I don't love. It's like not really excellent or anything. Or if I want more coverage, I'll use also this Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. By the way, guys, I don't get sent anything. Like, I'm not that big on YouTube, so this is all stuff I bought and like. What I'm doing is like my everyday face, my favorites, but this offers like a little bit more coverage. Yeah, it's gonna be like a fuller coverage kind of day. I have a monster zit that popped up out of nowhere. And then I have one of those pimples now that's like on the side of my nose where there's no room for one, and it hurts. Ow. My best friend Kim for Christmas got me this like Sephora set, and the brushes in it are fantastic. Mostly I use the concealer brush right here, and I use the foundation brush because it is the best foundation brush I found, and it's better than even the Sephora airbrush one that everyone was like yammering on about. I'll show it to you guys in a second. P.S. Not a makeup artist, so if I'm doing something wrong, that's why. But wrong for you might be right for me. Okay, this is my like holy grail foundation. I like it better than anything I found at Sephora. It's the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous. I wear the color Nude Beige, and I love that it has SPF 20 already in it because I can't even feel it. It's one step, and to be honest, if I have to put a separate SPF on my face, I mean, unless it's a day where I'm like laying out in the sun, I ain't gonna do it. Not for like every day. So it's good for lazy girls like me. Okay, this is the foundation brush I was talking about. It is called the Complexion Perfector from Sephora, and it is so awesome. It's like, it buffs everything in. I like this better than the Beauty Blender. I find the coverage of this is like fuller. Ow, my pimple. And in case you couldn't notice, my hands shake a bit, so I have to be like careful about almost pressing a bit harder if I don't want it to be kind of brutal. But you can see this foundation really just cleans things up. People leave me comments being like, your skin looks great. It's like, no, it doesn't. It's this. Well, maybe it looks great, but not underneath all this, it doesn't. This, especially in photographs, and like when I'm vlogging, it shows up like almost flawless. This is still, that's a little extra. So let's just do like a little extra. My gosh, I need to get my lip waxed. Guys, don't like judge me for that. I know you do it too. Maybe I'll get it done today at Sephora. Hillary and I are vlogging our trip to the Eaton Center. Maybe I'll vlog myself getting my lip waxed. That's one of those things where like, now that I'm like dating, I'm like, what if someone found this channel and saw that? What would they think about it? But at the same time, it's like their own fault for even looking, but maybe I shouldn't show myself getting my lip waxed. Maybe that's not a very good idea. Okay. So my foundation is on. I just read something about how if your blush is fading partway through the day, it's because your foundation hasn't had a chance to set and you put your blush on too early. So I'm gonna give this like a second to just sit and also just wash my hands because I hate the feeling of foundation on my hands. Be right back. So to help my foundation set at least a little bit more, I'm gonna use my Tarte Amazonian Clay Smooth Operator powder. It comes with a little brush, but I don't use this because I just feel like why go for hamburger when you can have steak at home? This is my Real Techniques powder brush. I love it. Excuse my brushes, guys. I don't wash them as often as I should. This just sets everything a little bit, and I also find is like a little bit of extra insurance against shine. I have Benefit Agent Zero Shine, but I find once I already have foundation on, that's like too much coverage. So I like that this is a little bit sheer. My Smashbox contour palette, along with my sister Hillary, are the things that got me into contouring because they made it kind of simple. It comes with like 3 different shades. I love that the sticker comes along and like attached to the mirror so you can leave it on because I need it because I have a terrible memory. In the center is the bronzer shade. I like it because it doesn't show up like orange. The good thing about vlogging is I get when I'm editing to see how stuff actually looks on me. And I had a bronzer from Pixie that I got in a sample box that I actually really liked, but when I saw it on camera, I was like, ooh, this stuff is like muddy. So I like this because it's subtle and it's not so muddy. And I just put it everywhere because I want to look like I have a tan. But also because I know I'm a contour, so there's that. I'm gonna have to be really careful when I'm trying stuff on today. The next step is the contouring, which is like this really cool shade on the outside. I think it's important for me at least to have a contour where I was trying to contour with bronzer. Hillary told me this, you have to do one swoop all the way up like into your ear. Sometimes I overdo it and then I'm like, uh-oh. Okay, well, it's a good thing I do my makeup. I try to do it in natural light because I find if I'm just doing this in dim light, I will overdo it and not know until later when I see it and I'm like, uh-oh, look like a drag queen. And I love drag queens and their makeup, but on me for daytime, honey, no. Okay, that's like subtle. I went a little bit high with that, but I'm not starting over. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect. I'm going to the mall. Uh-oh. Okay, I can see in camera that looks really exaggerated, but it's not gonna look that bad once I'm actually like in normal lighting. So trust me when I say, okay, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay guys, this isn't gonna look as bad as you think. It doesn't look as bad down here. It looks bad on camera. So just like, deal with the fact that it looks like dirt. I promise it won't look like dirt later. You can watch the weekend vlog and see that it doesn't look that brutal. This for me is the most like important step of contouring. And it is like along the jawline, honey. This is where I need it to like define my jawline. Because otherwise I feel like it just looks like I got too much neck going on. For a while I was like, I need to lose weight, and then I was like, no, I just need to contour my neckline. All right, that's blended like enough. Oh my gosh, on camera this looks terrible. Okay, you know what guys, like, I don't know how this is gonna show up, but I assure you in real life it's not terrifying. Okay. Maybe let's just take a powder brush and diffuse this a little bit, shall we? Like blend it out a bit. Okay. Next step, I take my blush. I'm not really all that loyal to blushes. This is, what is it? Hourglass Luminous Flush. Looks like this. I put this on my cheeks. Hillary told me to stop doing this and putting it in the middle, but like to put it almost like in from the outside. So I'm trying to do that now, look a little bit less brutal. It also makes the contouring look less like defined and crazy. That's my blush. And then, oh, and also this is the Wayne Goss brush. This was really expensive. I ordered it online. It's worth it because like the shape of it is so tapered, and at the time no one else was really doing that, but I know you can get one like this from Sephora. It feels like butter. But I mean, guys, just use real techniques. Also, sorry, the contouring brush was Real Techniques. This is the best contouring brush ever that I found. But there's no need to like go and spend a ton of money on brushes anymore. It's not like it used to be. So this is just the highlighter in the palette. I just put this on the top of my cheekbones. A little bit on my nose. Cupid's bow. You know. Now eyes. This for me is like one of the most important steps, and I know it looks like exaggerated, but I take this white, what is it, Marcel Canada eyeliner, and I put it all on my waterline. Sorry if this is too like up close and personal, you guys, but I gotta do it. I feel like this just opens up my eyes, and it looks kind of 60s, which I like. And then you combine it with liquid liner and it's like bam. But you have to be kind of careful to not get it on your lashes, because then you got white lashes hanging around and that looks a little bit odd. So that is what that looks like. And then I take my liquid liner. I heard about this from Kathleen Lights on YouTube. This is the NYC liquid liner. It is like $2 or $3 and it is the best. I used to use a Revlon one. I've tried a bunch of them. This I like because it doesn't move during the day and my skin is oily, but when I take it off at night, it's not like a struggle. My hands shake so bad. So, and they shake all the time. It's just low blood pressure. I'm not like nervous. Occasionally someone will be like, am I making you nervous? I'm like, don't even flatter yourself, bro. But it's like, I need to be careful. So I like lean forward on both my elbows, hold my hand with another hand, and just like try my best. And I'd say for liquid liner, I mean, the only way to get decent at it, is to just keep doing it. And I committed that I was gonna wear it like every day for a year, and I did. And that's how I finally like learned to do it. And honestly, the trick with liquid liner is to just be good with it being good enough. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough. Because it's when I try to make it perfect and keep going back over and over again that it winds up being too thick and looking like Looney Tunes. Some people do the like outward flick at the end first. I do it last. Yes, girl. Yes. I try to follow what my lower lash line wants to do in terms of curving up. It's never even, but I honestly feel like my motto with liquid liner is like close enough and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like this isn't perfect, but it is close enough. And by trying to get it perfect, although I'm like, ooh, I want this to go on a little bit further. That's when I get into trouble. That's the limit now. I want it to be a little bit thicker going out, but you know what? No. No. It's even enough now, and I will take it. So this is my like holy grail every day since my Urban Decay Lush Lash got discontinued. It is the CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom, but lately I've been using the Maybelline Lash Sensational and loving it. And it makes my lashes so big and full that I feel like I'm getting addicted to this. The only thing that's really annoying is that at the end of the day, I use a makeup oil, then I use a charcoal bar. It's like that I use my Clarisonic, and this stuff will still, I will still need to use eye makeup remover after that to get rid of all of this. It's not like it sticks to your lashes, it's just that it like runs and it feels like there's just so much of it. But I'm like addicted to what it looks like. And in a moment, you will see why. So I like that this is a plastic spoolie or brush. That's my jam when it comes to mascaras. Uh-oh. Got a little bit in the inner corner of my eye. I will clean that up later. Whew. And then you use the outer part of it. They call it like the full fan effect, where you can like brush them out a little bit. That's pretty legit. I mean, it makes your lashes huge. Mine are pretty huge to begin with, I'll be honest. Like the curse of having really curly, coarse hair is kind of made up for by the fact that everywhere else, like your lashes, they're really thick, but I mean, come on, like that's a lot of lash. Up close you can see the contouring isn't as brutal. And then the last thing I do is I take my Maybelline Define-A-Brow in dark blonde. A subscriber actually sent this to me and it was so nice of her. Because it's been, I don't know if it's been discontinued, I'm pretty sure it has. It's impossible to find. After this I'm just gonna have to go back to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I was so excited to find an alternative. And I say always use a lighter color than you think you need for this. Because I feel like it looks more natural. I've tried colors even that just match my like natural hair color, or even ones that are just a little bit darker. Uh-oh, I overdrew that. Just gonna have to balance that out. I use my Marc Jacobs Brow Gel, which I love because the spoolie is just like this weird caterpillar type thing. Ooh, ooh, I love it. And it holds everything in place. I need to get another one of these today because this is pretty much used up. Most mornings I don't put on lipstick until I get to work because I feel like, what's the point for the subway? But I got this ColourPop Lippie stick and this is usually what I put on, and it's from the Jamie Greenberg In Bloom collection and the color is called Sweet Thing. And I think just for spring, it's the prettiest like pink. And that is that. Take my hair down because that's when I feel like it's like the finished look. Whew. I need to brush this out a little. Going for like a natural beachy look today, i.e. my hair got all mussed up when I sleep, but this is like the finished look, the finished makeup look, and you can see the contouring doesn't look so brutal. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you did, or if you're interested in these types of videos in the future. Let me know if there are products that you use every day. What are your like everyday holy grail products? And I will see you soon. Bye though.